Hello semua, selamat pagi dan salam Dimbanak Together Towards Success. Selamat datang ke podcast kita, iaitu Sembang Santai yang akan berkongsikan pengalaman-pengalaman para pelajar SMK Limbanak dalam apa juga pertandingan ataupun acara yang memberikan impak kepada mereka. Hari ini, Sembang Santai telah menjemput seorang pelajar yang telah mendapat anugerah Street A 9A dalam SPM tahun 2023. Saya perkenalkan jemputan kita pada hari ini, iaitu saudari Rachel Aloysius. Selamat datang saudari Rachel ke podcast kita pada hari ini. Saya rasa belum terlambat lagi untuk saya ucapkan tahniah kepada saudari Rachel atas kejayaan mencapai keputusan Straight A dalam peperiksaan SPM tahun 2023. Saya rasa kejayaan saudari Rachel ini amat mengujakan dan wajar diberikan pujian. Baiklah, saya teruskan ke soalan saya pada hari ini kerana saya rasa tidak sabar untuk berkongsikan pengalaman saudari kepada rakan-rakan di luar sana. Pertama sekali, bolehkah saudari kongsikan apa yang mendorong saudari untuk mencapai kecemerlangan dalam SPM?
Salah satu the factor yang kasih mendorong saya untuk berhabis belajar to get that result is I would say orang macam my parents, my kawan semua berharap memang I dapat, and if bukan that sejalan, and I also wanna macam go to a good uni in the future sebab I don't really want to macam ask my parents to pay for my pembelajaran and stuff. I mau yang supaya my result boleh like tanggung my punya pendidikan and stuff. Beasiswa that also. Itu dua sajalah usually the harapan and my punya goals in life.
Do you think the harapan from others or harapan from yourself is greater?
That's a good question. I feel like myself juga. Okay, funny story actually kan, masa I was in like darjah 6 kan UPSR was a thing back then too, and then back then I wanted 6A so bad tapi I dapat 1B terus macam that made me so sad sampai sekarang. So I was hoping I boleh macam kasi redeem myself in SPM, so that helped a lot juga lah because memang may punya self guilt di UPSR.
I feel like banyak orang can relate to that. Okay, seterusnya boleh saudari kongsikan teknik atau strategi belajar yang paling berkesan yang saudari lakukan atau laksanakan?
Yang I laksanakan is what I do is macam lepas school. Usually lah yang when I'm rajin and stuff, I consistently lepas school kan, you try lah baca balik apa yang kau belajar dalam kelas tadi. Sebab mana tahu kau tiap faham lah kan apa kena ajar or what. So when you're at home, you try to copy belajar balik what you kena ajar so that you faham terus bah. Jangan you kasih lama-lama nanti you tiap faham, sekali masa exam kau tidak faham anything, nanti you stress it. And kalau unless you wanna go tuition, I have banyak juga my kawan yang pergi tuition dulu and dorang punya grades memang naik lah. So if you can afford tuition, I would say you should pergi for it. That's how I do it.
Okay. Kamu ada apa-apa nasihat untuk membantu dalam menghafal?
Salin nota a lot. Because bila kau buat nota, if you tidak sedar yang you actually menghafal tu what you're writing, but if that pun tidak berapa work for you, then I would say you baca balik your buku teks and stuff and then try to ingat lah until you ingat sajalah, because menghafal teks banyak work in my opinion lah.
Okay, seterusnya bagaimana saudari menguruskan masa antara pelajaran, aktiviti kokurikulum dan masa peribadi?
Okay. I understand yang if you sangat aktif in kokum macam in sports atau in competitions, sangat susah wanna urus your time, I would say. Because balik rumah pun you have to do like urus for your activity and macam your masa belajar sangat sikit lah. So I would say is kalau you're very busy, then you terpaksa like make more time lah for yourself like as in since you go school pun already like you balik sudah tengah hari, and then you have to do your activity stuff takes up like a few hours. Then to study, I would say you try to commit yourself to macam take up some time lah. Then you have to sleep a bit late or something, but it's okay though. You have to work hard, and if you are lazy macam me juga sometimes, I would recommend you set a lot of alarms dalam your phone supaya you kena remind when to study and stuff.
Speaking of mengurus masa, saya mau tanya, saudari, kau rasa kamu ini seorang procrastinator?
Yes, I procrastinate a lot actually, sangat banyak. But then you still have to even though I procrastinate, I would say I still get the job done lah. Thank God, because macam sedar diri sikit, like if you don't do your work kan nanti lagi banyak masalah in the future. So you have to sentiasa ingat the consequences of your actions.
Setuju.
Yeah.
Oke, seterusnya soalan yang besar. Apa cabaran terbesar yang saudari hadapi semasa persediaan SPM dan bagaimana anda mengatasinya?
Oh, cabaran besar. I say my biggest cabaran is trying to mau cuba faham all of the topics before SPM. Itu sangat, I think one of my biggest cabaran. So, and bukan itu only, I think the yang you rasa nervous before your exam tuh, yeah, that is a very big cabaran for me also. So to solve my problem, I would usually just find other ways to hilang my stress. Like if you learning and you feel like very macam stress learning lah kan, try to listen to music or you take breaks lah. Jangan you belajar terus like 3 jam, you take macam 20-minute breaks kah di tengah-tengah supaya your otak tidak terlampau. Yeah.
Ya, belum kaji ni exam ni
stress
memang
itu.
Banyak cabaran tu.
Yeah.
Tapi saudari, kamu ada expect kamu akan dapat straight A?
No, tidak.
Apa expectations kamu?
I actually thought my admaths sama bio gonna be at least B or C, because macam bio is not my best subject lah. Cause if the people yang taking bio you crazy, you wanna not hafal lah, but hafal also. Hafal like 20 something topics ba. At each topic macam banyak long words. Punya crazy. So I macam, and did I say I'm not a good person in memorizing? I cannot memorize very well. I macam more towards I understand the concept. It's better for me. So bio was very hard, and I had to belajar sangat, very tiring every day reading buku teks bio. So that's why I terkejut juga my bio didn't get B.
And we can see all that hard work really paid off. Straight A.
Yeah,
SPM. Jadi apa matlamat saudari atau perancangan saudari selepas SPM dan bagaimana anda merancang untuk mencapainya?
Well, my matlamat, I try to set like I tidak mau terlampau, my goals are terlampau in the future. So my current goal now is just to kasih habis my degree so I can get a job nanti. So yeah, I'm gonna go sambung belajar already soon under Petronas punya sponsorship, and I think that's okay already lah. I feel like I memang secured a spot already because that's quite lucky. Some people need to tunggu lagi UPU punya stuff kan. So I feel like my goals are already boleh lah. I just tinggal need to study very hard in uni, which is a bit hard. But that's my current goal lah.
Do you think you will enjoy it by the time you get to the university?
Actually, I think it won't be as hard as SPM lah. Because uni punya their scoring system is a bit ada coursework and stuff kan. Whereas SPM is sangat, if your paper you did bad memang teruk sudah you punya markah lah. In this one the paper is only sikit. It takes up a bit of the final marks only.
Well, I really hope that saudari akan do everything well just like you did in
Yeah.
SSPM, and that everything will go well. Really. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nampaknya pengalaman saudari Rachel ini boleh dijadikan panduan, terutama buat para pelajar yang bakal menduduki SPM atau STPM tahun ini. Kerana kejayaan saudari ini bukanlah sesuatu yang kecil, sebaliknya merupakan kejayaan yang patut dibanggakan. Mungkin ada di antara penonton yang ingin bertanyakan soalan? Ada?
Jadual belajar, actually I tidak juga belajar a lot subjects in a day, because I rasa for me lah, that's for me. I tidak, nanti kalau banyak I belajar satu kali kan, like math, science semua, nanti I takut I tidak teringat pula what I learned before. So if me, I don't make jadwal, but like a weekly thing, macam Monday I will learn this subject, Tuesday different subject, one subject a day lah. So I tidak terlampau confused.
Ada lagi soalan? Saya kira 3, 2, okay, habis. Last question for you, saudari. Can you give some advice towards our friends and students out there?
Advice, I would say you guys are in Form 4 kan? Sila belajar betul-betul in Form 4, sebab Form 4 is very important itu for SPM, like actually sangat important. A lot of I can see like banyak people yang macam Form 4 dia tidak teringatkan, and then sekali in SPM the topics yang keluar mostly is from Form 4. So you should really belajar betul-betul in Form 4, and even if you're in Form 5 you still like tengok balik yung buku Form 4 and stuff. And also jangan terlampau stress also, even though studying is very stressful. Try lah to find something yang can really kasih take your mind off sekejap, tapi bukan juga terlampau lah. Like if you wanna play games, don't be too addicted sampai you stay up so late playing those. Try to stay up late studying instead, guys. Good.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much to our guest today, Rachel Aloysius, for your willingness to go and share your journey of our program Sembang Santai. So I hope students out there has taken some lessons from our guest today. She is one of the gem and jewel that our school has produced. Nasihat saya buat rakan-rakan murid di luar sana, belajarlah bersungguh-sungguh dan carilah ilmu sejauh yang mungkin, kerana pepatah ada mengatakan bahawa carilah ilmu hingga ke negeri China.
It's okay.
Till we meet again in another episode. Salam Limbanak, together towards success, and thank you.